welcome back to another mobility movement video today. As promised from last week's video, we'll be focusing on into the upper back, glutes and hips here, and then we'll do something for chest, hammies, and we can do some calf work as well the next week, just kind of round it off here. So what you'll need today is, if you have a foam roller, you got a band, grab a band, tubing, yoga strap, dog leash, whatever works for you. And you're kind of wondering where I am. We're just a little busy here at the gym, so just decided to film in the back room here where it's a little quieter so we can kind of get this done and we won't get interrupted. So we'll just get going with the warm up here. So we'll just start out side to side, just stretching out that low back. And back to the middle. And just roll out those shoulders. And getting some arm circles. And a few arm swings side to side just to open up that chest. And we'll relax our arms to the side. Nice big step in both directions. Just start to get to a side lunge here. Just a nice stretch into that inner thigh. We'll aim for about 10, 5 on each side. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll bring those feet back and we'll come back into a lunge position. Stretch out that hip. Once again, we'll do about 10, 5 on each side. Reach those arms up. Nice big stretch. Whoop. Losing my balance here. 4, 5, and 6. Whoop. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Feet together, we'll balance on one foot, reach it down, stretch out those hammies, test out our balance. If you're having issues, we can tap that foot back and then reach it down. If you don't have the balance at the moment. 4, 5, 6, 4 more, and 4, 3, 2, and let's see how my weak side is, and relax here. So we'll open up those hips here, so nice high knee, take it wide. And let's do 4 more. 3, 2, 1. And go the other direction. Get those hips warmed up. Whoop. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So if you have that foam roller, we're going to use it. Warm up the hamstrings just a bit more, get them loosened up. If you don't have a foam roller, you can just use your hands as well. We have done this one in the past, so you got that foam roller. We're just gonna set up, feet hip distance apart, hands are on top, so just kind of right below your hip. All we're gonna do, let it roll down. If you don't have a foam roller, hands just on top of our thighs, stick that butt out, feel that stretch, and then up. So the roller is just feels a little more comfortable as it kind of rolls down. Once we feel that stretch, and up. So down and up. So as we go down, keep those shoulder blades together. Nice flat back. And Okay, we'll give you a little break. We'll do it once more. So your hamstrings just feel a little looser. Feeling that stretch as we roll down and pop it back up. So hopefully with each one you're noticing that it's becoming a little easier. It doesn't feel as glued or stuck. So we'll do 10 here. So when you're ready, so it's just feeling a little more natural, a little more smooth. Nice flat back, shoulder blades together. Number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So just a few butt kicks. See how those hammies feel? Might be a little sore just going through the movement. So if you feel good, if you want to do another set of 10, go right ahead. So next one, we're still going to use the foam roller. This time we're going to get a nice stretch into the lats here. So I'm going to show you up on a higher angle here just so you can kind of see. And then I'll show it to you on the floor as well. So what we're going to do, make sure we have some room here. We're just going to have the tops of our hands here. And all we're going to do, extend it forward. Feel a nice stretch right between the shoulder blades. Roll it back. So roll it forward and back. So hold it for about 2 seconds at our end range here. So if you don't have a foam roller, you can also grab an office chair, hands right on top, move that chair forward and back. So now I'm going to come to the ground here so you can kind of see it from the ground below. So knees hip distance apart, tops of the hands right forward, roll it forward, coming back up. So you have a few options here. If you don't feel comfortable on the ground here, then take it on a higher surface here. If you're okay here, stick it with there. If you don't have a roller, grab an office chair. You can do the same thing, just hands right on top, move it forward, keeping the neck relaxed as we move forward and back. So we'll count those. Let's say we're at 7. Yeah, once again, hold for about 2 seconds at our end range. And last one. And relax. Whew. So yeah, so right in the upper back, kind of just off to the shoulder blades there. So kind of right in here. Whew. So we'll jump into one more set here. Do 10 here. As always, we're kind of taking our time with these. We're not rushing through these 10 here, so just nice and easy. Listen to your body, slow and controlled. Oh yeah, feels good. So neck is relaxed, making sure we're not shrugging as we kind of roll forward. 3. 4. 5. And 6. 7. 8. One more. 9. Last one. And 10. All right. See how the back feels? Once again, maybe a little, you might feel a bit of soreness just from getting a nice stretch as we kind of roll forward. So, all right. So we did some active movements with the hammies in the back here. We're going to do a stretch. So we're going to get into the back here before we kind of lie down. So a few options for the back here. If you don't have the band here to kind of wrap around something a little sturdy, like this. So we'll show the band here first. So just find something, some sort of extra sturdy anchor point. What we're going to do, have some tension here, kind of sticking our butt out. Do it on the one side here. We should feel a nice stretch right into that lat. Okay? So once again, if you don't have a band here, but let's say you have something like a support beam, railing, something really strong and sturdy that you can kind of hang off of. So I'm going to use the top of the bike here as an example, and I can do the same thing. Almost pull the bike forward here. So same thing. We can do the same movement and feel nice stretch. I just prefer the band. Just gives me a little more flexibility, a little more kind of room to play with here. So that's if you don't have the band. So I'm going to do with the band here. I'm going to fold it for about 10 breaths for each one here. So I'm going to do my other side first here. So 10 breaths, neck relax. Inhale, exhale. And take it to the other side, about 10 breaths here. So I'm going to do one without the band just so you can kind of see here. So I'm hanging onto that railing for a sturdy anchor point. It's going to be about 10 breaths. So neck is relaxed here. Feel it right in that lat, that upper back. Whew. We'll relax. So we'll jump back to that first side. Once again, we'll do each side twice. So I'm going to do it without the band here, just kind of even it out. So about 10 breaths when you're ready. Go right ahead. Oh yeah, so just feel it right in that side. And you're kind of hanging off a ledge here. Alright, so I'm going to finish off the other side. So I'm going to use the band here so I can do it with each different tool. Whoop! At least once here. So when you're ready, start your 10 breaths. Once again, keeping that neck relaxed, eyes looking straight down. We're not tense into the neck, defeating the whole purpose. So stay nice and relaxed. And relax here. Woo. All right. Oh, so we're getting a bit of a sweat here. So, all right. So the next one we're getting into. You get to lie down. Okay, so if you have that band, yoga strap, dog leash, tubing, whatever you have, we're going to do a nice little hamstring stretch here. So we get to lie down. And what we're going to do is we're going to place that strap underneath the arch of our foot. And we're going to bring that leg up. And we're just going to hold it. Again, hold it for about 10 breaths here. So it should feel a nice stretch into that hammy. Yeah, all right. 10 breaths here. Slide it over to the other side. See how this side feels? Maybe feels a little closer to your body here. So we're going to do it twice on each side. So 10 breaths here. As I'm lying here, making sure your neck is relaxed. We're not shrugged up and tense, like we're getting ready for action. Nice and loose. That feels like 10 breaths. All right. So we're going back to the first side. So I want you to notice on your second go around here, if you can bring that knee, and bring that leg closer to yourself. So hopefully you're able to kind of bring it a bit closer, meaning that your hamstrings have loosened up from that first 10 breath hold here. So once again, we're just finding a good range here where we can hold it, where we're not shaking, kind of like I'm exaggerating here. So now I can still relax. Inhale, exhale. And bring it forward. And let's see the other side. So once again, hopefully you're able to kind of feel it. Feel a little looser, like you're able to bring your leg closer to your body. All right. And we'll relax here. All right. So we'll do some stuff here for the glutes here. So we're gonna stay on the ground here. So we're just gonna find that pigeon position. Coming into that pigeon, we're gonna hold it here for a bit. Then we'll slide our hands over to towards the knee. Hold it for here. Come back to center. Then take it over to the other side. So we're gonna do 6, 3 on each one, then we'll take it to the other side. So about 2 breaths, 2 seconds. And all right, I'm going longer than 2 seconds here, maybe closer to 4. All right, one more on each side. So you should feel a nice stretch into that glute, maybe a bit into the low back if you're feeling a little extra tight. So, all right, come back to center. Okay, so starting at center, take it over towards that knee. Ooh, it's a little tighter. All right. 2. All right. 1, 2. All right. 1, 2, and back. Number 5. Ooh. And number 6. Back to center. Kind of shake those hips up. Swing that butt side to side. All right. So we'll go back to the first side. See how it feels on round number 2 here. So start in the middle. Slowly walk our hands to one side. 1, 2. Whew. 2. 1, 2. Yeah, my left side's definitely a lot tighter. All right, last one here, then we'll take it over to the other side. All right, back to center. All right, let's see how my tight side feels on round number 2 here. So in the middle, walk it over. Still feels tight, so, but it's feeling better for sure. Whew. There we go. Feels like it's loosened up a bit there. I don't feel that. So hopefully you're experiencing the same thing. It's kind of loosening up. Doesn't feel like you're at a sticking point or you're stuck. All right. that 6? It feels like 6. All right. Yeah. Back to the middle. Come back, get those hands and knees. And we'll just do a few things to kind of end it off here. Just move those hips around. Nice to kind of get those hips loosened up. So we did these last week. We'll do it again. It's probably one of my favorite things. Kind of get those hips loosened up. So feet about hip distance apart. And we'll just kind of do some knee windshield wipers here. Just kind of loosen up those hips, especially on the outside part here. All right, back to center. Give those knees a big hug. And just start rocking side to side. Just kind of gently massaging out that low back. And eventually rolling over onto your side and coming into seated position. Kind of realize I said I do hips here, but I guess we'll do that next week. So we'll do chest, hips, and some calves next week, as we did do hamstrings, upper back, and glutes here. So I do apologize for the beginning of the video. I kind of lied, so once again, my apologies. So I hope you enjoyed it. Tune back in next week, like I said, for chest, chest, hips, and calves. So enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you again next time.